All right, Black Friday. Let's talk about it. Black Friday. I know it's one of those stories. Now, back in the early to 2010s, there was a lot of videos shared on social media of people acting like complete morons, charging, running into Walmart, Target, Best Buy, getting the best deals, fighting everybody, punching, all that stuff. And the thing is, I worked in retail and, thankfully I worked at Costco and we were able to keep things organized and put together, which is why I love, the time I worked at Costco. I mean, it wasn't bad when Black Friday was happening, at least for me. But every time, you saw people getting hurt. But apparently Black Friday is dying. Is it dying? Is it truly dying? Black Friday looks like it's going to die. And I welcome its decline. I welcome its downfall. I embrace it. I do embrace it. So why are we talking about Black Friday and why it's losing its popularity? Well, there's a number of factors. Why is Black Friday losing popularity with holiday shoppers? So let's talk about it. As Black Friday approaches, consumer sentiment seems to be shifting, reflecting a mix of excitement and discretion. Historically, the biggest shopping day of the year was the color of black, reflecting popularity on a retailer's financial statement. Black Friday has undergone significant changes in recent years in both timing and promotions and channel shifts. Oh my goodness, from stores to online and then to mobile. While many shoppers still look forward to the steep discounts, all lies, and holiday deals, there's some fatigue and more thoughtful approach towards spending. So Derek Hoke, co-founder and CEO at Beers with Friends, said the overall sentiment about Black Friday at her event boutique creative agency hosted on the topic this month was that it no longer means anything. In summarizing, the point of view of the group she conveys that sales events are now ubiquitous. Oh my goodness, and are barely constrained by any recognizable time frame. There's no emotional hook for consumers. It's wholly transactional. It doesn't feel different from any other year-round promotion occasion, and it's void of any connection to the giving spirit of the holiday season. Black Friday was never about that, and I hate Black Friday, okay? Because I saw this one commercial that just made me hate it forever, and that was, I think it was like for a Best Buy, and somebody like the whole idea is these people were saying like, "Hurry up and eat, and go wait in line so you can get a deal." Like, if I'm slaving at a stove, you're going to sit there and eat the food that I make. And you're not going to leave the house just so you can wait in line. Before Heartlands Media took off, I cooked, Thanksgiving meals here and there, and I had to drive a couple relatives home. And I remember one time we had to take the side streets because the main highway was cut off. There was an accident there that took place, all right? And we drive by this Best Buy, and there's this whole line of people around the building with tents and chairs, like a settlement. And I think it was my brother who yelled out the window, "Y'all look like a bunch of morons," which was funny. And thankfully we had the green light because some people were throwing stuff at us. But anyways, story for another day. Story for another day. But now, also, workers are striking back too. And I covered this on yesterday's live stream. Amazon workers plan to strike from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. So this is going to be an epic fight. Amazon workers and some allies are planning a worldwide strike during one of the company's biggest weekends, from Black Friday to Cyber Monday. The strike, called Make Amazon Pay, as they should, is organized by UNI Global Union and Progressive International. It will begin this Friday and run through Monday, typically very busy times for online commerce with abundance of sales. The strike seeks to hold a huge company accountable for what organizers describe as labor abuses, environmental degradation, and threats to democracy. All right, go for it, people. Go for it, all right? And hold on. Eric wrote, tip $2. Thank you so much. Santa Claus is a corrupt corporate sellout. Little history lesson. There was a St. Nicholas. He was a Byzantine priest, or he was, anyways, there was a St. Nicholas, and now his name has been ruined thanks to corporations. According to the organizing union, thousands of demonstrators in more than 20 countries are planning to participate in the strike. The campaign will unite more than 80 trade unions and advocacy groups. Protests are planned for multiple cities, including some in France, Gaul, thousands of workers in Germany, Germany, will be protesting, in addition to hundreds in New Delhi. This year marks the 5th year that workers are looking to make Amazon pay through action, the group said. Good for them. UNI Global Union General Secretary Christy Hoffman said Amazon's relentless pursuit of profit comes at the cost of its human workers, like what happened to them during COVID, the economy, and democracy. Owner Jeff Bezos, the dime store Lex Luthor company, has spent untold millions to stop workers from organizing, but the strikes and protests happening around the world show that workers' desire for justice, for union representation, can't be stopped, Hoffman said in a statement. The strike could lead to delays in holiday deliveries for customers, ABC News reported. In a statement to the outlet, Amazon defended its treatment of workers. This group is being intentionally misleading and continues to promote a false narrative. Hey, folks, who do you think's lying? The multi-billion, tiptoeing on trillion corporation, or workers that have been stepped on, abused, and crapped on? Type 1 for the Amazon Corporation. Type 2 for the who do you think's telling the truth? So again, who do you think's telling the truth? Type 1 for Amazon. Type 2 for the workers going on strike. I wonder how many twos will be in the chat. I want to play this video as well because this is showing more Amazon workers. I played this on yesterday's live stream as well. So let's play it again.
Labor organizers say thousands of Amazon workers in more than 20 countries are set to protest on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The protests on 2 of the busiest shopping days of the year are planned for here in the United States, across Europe, and in Japan, Brazil, and several other countries as well. Organizers say they are demanding that Amazon treat its workers fairly and respect their rights. Amazon responded, saying in part the company remains, quote, proud of the competitive pay and comprehensive benefits it offers employees.
Well, let's talk about Amazon's history towards workers, because we've had a few representatives and union members of Amazon on our show for at least, union people going on strike. And especially during the height of the pandemic, when people were being, told to go to work. Some Amazon workers even, doing COVID testing, even though they were not medically certified or trained to do anything of that nature, which is beyond stupid. So good on these workers. Good on them for calling out Amazon. Good on them, as they should all the time, every time. They should absolutely stand up. And the thing is, if this is happening worldwide, it's a sign that they need to be pushing forward. Now, I am curious about other groups that have been organizing strikes for Amazon. Are they going to be part of this as well? Because this whole Friday through Monday strike, it is going to be a gut check. And from what I have seen in regards to Amazon, as a corporate outlet, they spent some money on a lot of intellectual properties that have gone under, especially how they wasted billions. I think it's fair to say billions of dollars on their Lord of the Rings series that has not garnered any real returns whatsoever. Amazon as a corporation, Amazon Prime, all of it. See, when you spit on people too much, when you put them in the wagey cagey, when you tell them that they still have to continue to work, especially if a hurricane, tornado, or pandemic is coming their way, if you keep on treating people with disrespect, eventually they're going to disrespect you. Happy workers make a happy business. In theory, that's how it should work. Treat your workers right with respect, they're going to treat you right back. I mean, that's just how it is. But when you squeeze people, when you break them too much, when you ignore them, dismiss them, put them in harm's way. And I mentioned the tornado story because I think 2 years ago in Illinois, there was a tornado. Yes, we actually covered this story. There was a tornado that hit an Amazon warehouse. Now, the thing is, folks, those workers and everybody there was given the heads up that, hey, or tornadoes coming your way. And they had plenty of time to get out and go home and, avoid getting hurt. Management said no. And I think around 6 workers passed away. You see, it's a sick system. So for the union people going on strike hard, make it happen.